Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete, and certified high performance coach. Do we have a pretty cool topic for you? Stay with me for a few minutes, and there's a gift that will keep on giving. Okay. Is clarity a marketing strategy? Is clarity a marketing strategy? Some may say yes, some may say no, but I'm going to try and share with you the yes. Clarity for me is focus. I always talk about get off the busy bus and onto the purpose plane. Focus. There's so much information out there. I focus on Brendon Burchard and Daniel Priestley. Those two individuals. One is overall the best. One has now, over the last maybe 5 to 10 years, the online strategy of being a key person of influence online. Are there plenty of people out there? Yes. Do I listen to others? Yes. But intentionally, I focus on those two because together, they're better. You can be a key person of influence locally, but are you a key person of influence globally? I do 3 talks, the 4 human drivers, the 5 high performance habits, and a global mindset. Why today? The future is bright for those that understand that the world changed. It's global now. So if you're spending your time in your local area, you're missing the global opportunity. Focus. Focus on what matters. Second, less distraction. Man, if you don't focus, there's so much distraction out there. You could spend hours on TikTok. You could spend hours watching TV, which people do. 4 hours is the average. 2 hours of social media. Most of it's on TikTok. So you can program your brain to have a short attention span, which we have since the late 90s, which was 19 minutes, to now it's like 9 seconds. We've programmed ourselves to have a TikTok brain. A short burst of dopamine gets hit. When you're on there and you're on there for hours, you're getting entertained. Then you get off and you go, what the heck did I do? Did I just waste all this time? It's okay to have entertainment, but it's not going to help you if you just consume stuff with no plan. My plan is Brendon Burchard every day, Daniel Priestley every day. What new videos are out there? What existing ones? How do I sharpen up my skill set? Those are my marketing strategies. Focus. So I don't get distracted with every TV show. I don't binge Netflix. I don't watch 4 hours of TV. I'm lucky if it's a half hour. Lucky because I'm focused. I have less distraction. And the last, if you don't feel don't feel that you're under an assault for your attention, then you're not aware of what's going on. They want to keep you on the social platforms. You have the best PhDs in the world, the brightest mind. What's their one focus? Keep you on their program, keep you on their platform. So if you don't have a plan, they have one for you. Monopolize your time because they get paid that way. You can always follow the money. They get paid that way. So you have to have your plan. You got to create your life. Create your life. Man, the future is bright. It's an absolutely incredible future if you create your life. So lean into creating your life and lean away from consuming others. Let them do their own thing. You don't have to get to know every single person out there in their life. Get to know your life. Journal, write, focus. And the last of the three insights, I call them flow and calmness. When you have focus and you get in a flow, I'll always start like we would do these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I start and then I pull back and simplify to get in a flow because it gives me calmness. My life is calm versus before my stroke was not that way. I had the active brain, ADD. I had dyslexia, which is a weird combination, but it is. And it was always my Achilles heel until my stroke in 49 days to think. Then it became a muscle that I kept working on because I got clearer. I got more focused. I started journaling. I started writing, started getting the thoughts out of here onto pen. I call it the 3 Ps: power, pen, and paper. Power, pen, and paper. The 3 Ps. You embrace the 3 Ps and you will have an abundant life because there's magic in writing it down, journaling. Every single person that has achieved a high level in their life, you ask them about journaling, they're going to tell you. Look at Woody Allen. I remember years ago, he kept pieces of paper or notebooks or whatever everywhere in his house. So he would just write. Good idea, write it out. We have 12 to 60,000. No, 12 to 60,000 thoughts that go through our head every day. How are you going to keep those organized? How are you going to be clear? How are you going to be focused? How are you going to be less distracted? If you got all those things going through your head and you're trying to make heads or tails of it, you'll fall into distraction, you'll fall into less focus, you'll fall into less clarity, and you'll fall into consumption, which will drive you to entertainment. And then all of a sudden a year will go by and you go, what the heck happened? I write my 3 wins every single day. I journal every single day. I get up, I drink to lubricate, get the brain because you dehydrate over sleep. I think, I journal, I plan, I implement. I think, I journal, I plan, I implement every single day. No exceptions. Very rare do I not journal. I can't even remember a day because I dated. So is it excessive? Yeah, now. But I didn't start out that way. I just started writing. And being dyslexic was not my thing. I'd always speak to write. Now I write to write. And it's given me clarity. And when you want to get clarity, start writing. The power of the 3 Ps: power, pen, and paper. Okay, that gives you calmness. Man, when you get in the flow, the calmness is an absolute beautiful feeling. And I want it for you. So, what are we going to do? First, read this book because it's High Performance Habits: Clarity, Energy, Courage, Productivity, and Influence. Then, schedule a clarity session. Strategy is a little bit more commitment. This is 15 minutes. I call it a tick-tock session because it's shorter. My strategy sessions last an hour and 10 minutes. This lasts 15 minutes. And I'm going to ask you before I meet with you, I'm going to say, what's the biggest challenge you have on clarity? And how can we help you? And you get a gift for scheduling. A gift that will $300 gift for scheduling a 15-minute clarity session. So schedule it. You're going to learn about. Go buy this book. Go buy Brendan's book. high performance habits. Then let me see if I can go to this. Oops, there. Oh, dang, I gave the. Sorry. No, not sorry. I just clicked too much. Daniel Priestley. He's my online key person of influence because that's what he talks about. I meet you in the grocery store. We have a very interesting, meaningful conversation, whatever it is. I get your card. What do you think I'm going to do? Well, some of you may be right, some may not, but I'm going to search you. And if you allow me to go on a journey with you, because I got to know you, like you, and trust you to do business with you. So that's where 7 is 7 hours, 11 is 11 buying signals or interesting signals, and 4 different platforms: a book, a podcast, a workbook, a LinkedIn post, a video, whatever. Those are different platforms. You have to be on different. Then the brain just switches. That's why your brain has this protecting. It protects yourself from noise. If it didn't, it would explode because there's so much information out there. So it only lets in about 150 people that it knows, likes, and trusts. That's why you recognize things. Once you know, like, and trust something, your brain will activate. I forget what the scientific term is. Let's say it's the activating muscle, whatever. But it will know. So when I started with Daniel Priestley a couple of years ago, I first heard him on a podcast. Somebody mentioned, Christian Dior mentioned his assessment. And I'd heard about him. I'd listened to him maybe once or twice or 3, 4, something like that. But then I took the assessment and then I said, that's Daniel Priestley's score app. And so that led me to go on a journey with him. So I consumed 7 times 0, 0, 0. That's how many hours I've consumed of him. Made 11 buying signals. I have all 5 of his books. I've done a workshop. I have scheduled a strategy session. Everything. I'm only waiting for the right time to join Dent, which is a community that he has to take you to the next level. I say that with schedule a strategy session. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. First step could be get on my podcast. And if you've been on my podcast, schedule a strategy or a clarity session. Got to be clear. If you're clear, you're going to be calm and in the flow. You can be less distracted and you'll be focused. 3 beautiful things. All right. Those that are really, let me say, hold on here. I think I do it. Yeah, hold on here. I got it. Yes, here we go. For those that really want to move faster, a strategy session. It's going to last an hour. Hour and 10 minutes will be the best thing you ever did in your entire life, business-wise. Schedule it. So if you want to know more, you want to get out of a TikTok session, you want to get into rolling up your sleeves and really understanding where you're going and how you can get there faster, schedule a strategy session. pking.me/SS. So on Monday, I'm going to do motivation. On Tuesday, it's going to be marketing. So it'll be every week. We won't do Wednesday and Thursday anymore. I just now getting in the flow of this marketing and motivation. So you'll get it every week. Mark your calendar. Share this with people you think can benefit by having the marketing plan of the future and being motivated every year, because every day, every week, because motivation comes from within. We have to be motivated. If we're not, we're sitting on the couch doing nothing. And that ain't a strategy. All right. So be bold,